whoa, whoa, whoa. Everybody gonna have a good time. All right, I don't know if anyone's gonna come on here or not. Having some technical difficulties today. Is anybody out there? Is anybody out there? Is anybody out there? Anybody? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? Bueller, are you out there? And Forrest Bueller. Bueller's Day Off. What was Bueller's first name? Was his name Forrest too? Wait, Bueller. Bueller, what's your name, Bueller? Hey, you guys are here. Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I'm doing this from the car, remotely. I'm having some internet issues at the house. The cell signal usually is not very good in there, so I had to come outside, and hopefully it's better. Hopefully we're transmitting. I see 2 people in with 3 thumbs ups. Thank you so much. So make sure that y'all give me a thumbs up or like, subscribe, and share. I see Roxanne's here. Hello, Roxanne. We got Deborah Murphy. Carrie C., you're breaking up. Okay, well, Roxanne, technical problems in the house. There's an outage. There's a internet from Cox Communications. That's where I get my Wi-Fi, my internet. It's not just me. There's a whole outage thing going on. Ferris, thank you, Carrie C. Ferris, that was Forrest's little brother, I guess. I don't know. There's Jolie. Hello, Jolie. Good to see you. Carrie C. got the thumbs up. So guys, give me thumbs up. So thank you so much. You guys can hear me. There's Josh. Maybe I can get to a better location where it doesn't break up so much. I don't know. Let me try pulling up. I am in the Chevy Bolt EV. I picked it up yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw my the video that was on this morning. Actually, I was going to say yesterday, but it was this morning. I was able to get that. Apparently, the internet was still working at that point. Well, actually, that was when I saw that because I was watching, and I posted a message. I don't know if it went through or not because of the internet, but I saw the internet. You know, my little router box thingy was the light was not a solid white light, which is what you want if it's working right. It was, flashing like a yellow, kind of a yellow light. And so I was like, oh shit. And I was able to get through on my phone in my room. The cell signal was bad, but I eventually was able to get through to Cox. And they said, and that's when their thing came up. They said there was a unplanned outage in my area, and they're working on it. And they said that it was supposed to be done. They estimated it would be fixed by 11 a.m. my time, which is still 33 minutes from now. Now, it did come on a couple times, and that's when I went ahead and I did start the live stream at about, what time was that, guys? Probably a half an hour ago or whatever. And it was on for a few minutes, and then it went off again. So I thought, well, I'll come out here. Hey, there's Kimchi. So what we can do, I just got the car yesterday. I haven't, all I did was I drove it from when I picked it up there at the office there. I just went straight to the supermarket and I just did a bunch of grocery shopping. And then I came home and I was going to go out last night, but I'm just lazy, I guess. I don't know. I was tired and I was in bed watching Liberal Dan. And I was getting all cozy and comfortable. And I was like, I don't want to go out. So I ended up not going out. And I kind of wish I did, because every day you don't go out, that's a missed opportunity to make some money. But anyhow, I'm going to go out today. So I'm just going to set the car up. Here's the car. I don't really like it, to tell the truth. I really don't. You guys know I love Teslas. And you guys know, I know that you know that you guys hate Elon Musk, and I hate Elon Musk too. I think he's a fucking dirtbag, and I hate doing anything that would give him money. That's why I deactivated my X account. And I'm not going to do Starlink, and I'm not going to buy any rockets from him or whatever. Although I would like to check out the Vegas Loop. Anyhow, I hate Elon Musk. I will say that, but I do love the Tesla Model 3. It's the fucking best car I've ever driven in my life. Which isn't saying much. I mean, it's not like I've been driving Lamborghinis around, but, you know, my favorite car I've ever owned was probably my 59 El Camino. I love that car. And that was when I was in high school. Had a 327 short block in it with a 3-speed Hurst shifter on the floor. Motherfucker was a great car. Anyhow, besides that car, that Tesla Model 3 is my favorite car. And I didn't even own that car, the Tesla. I was just renting it. But in any case, as far as doing Uber, and I'm doing Lyft now. I'm not doing Uber. But as far as doing rideshare is concerned, I think the Model Y would be the perfect fucking vehicle. Unfortunately, through Uber and Lyft, Lyft doesn't even do Teslas. I found out, but all that was available with Uber was Model 3. But if they were to go to a Model Y, that would be the perfect fucking vehicle, I think, because it's bigger, has more luggage space, and yet it still drives and handles and does everything that a Model 3 does. So for rideshare, I think Tesla's Model 3 and Model Y are perfect. Absolutely fucking perfect. Now, this car that I have is a Bolt. It's much smaller. I'm 6 feet tall, supposedly. I think I have shrunk in my old age. There's something going on. I might be even actually shorter than 6 feet. But I'm going to go with 6 feet because that's what I was once at least 6 feet tall. And getting in and out of this car, I have to like totally crank my neck. It's really hard. So if you're anything taller than probably 5'10", 5'11", 6 feet and above, you have. If you're over 6 feet, then don't even get this car. Don't even fucking get this car unless you're gonna sit in the back. Maybe, I haven't even tried getting in the back seat, but so this is a short person's car. If you're under 5'10", then you'll probably be okay. But if you're over 5'10", you're gonna be bumping your head. If you're 6 feet tall, it's a pain in the ass to get in here. And if you're over 6 feet tall, forget about it. Do not get this fucking car. Even a Model 3 would be difficult for you. A Model Y is fine. I tried the Model Y and I fit in that, got in and out of it fine, but no problem. It has a bigger door. Anyhow, let's see what's going on. We got Kimchi here. Says my fave was a Honda Prelude, fast and cute and fun. Yeah, I like those Honda Preludes. We had a Honda. Did we have a Prelude? Oh, we had I guess it was a Accord. I don't know, but I was in high school. My dad had this Honda, and I fucking trashed that car. I was such a dick. I used to do these power slams out of it, and you know, when you just rev it up in neutral and slam it into drive, and I would burn rubber. It's like I think it was a front wheel drive, and I used to be able to burn rubber. I thought that was cool. Ended up trashing my dad's transmission. Brand new car, and it was still under warranty. My dad took it back in. He's like, "Hey, this transmission went out," because I didn't tell him. He's like, "Hey, this transmission went out, man." And then the guy in the fucking parts department, and he was probably right. I'm not saying he's lying, but he said, "I saw your son at the plaza." That's where we used to hang out. Doing, I forget what you call it, neutral slams, or well, there was a name for it, right? You guys probably know the name. I forget what we call it, but I don't think it was called neutral slams. But he goes, "I saw your son doing that in the parking lot." And my dad was like, "Fuck you, motherfucker. It's under warranty. Fucking fix it." And they ended up fixing it. But I guess I was kind of busted on that. Anyhow, let's see what else we got. Let me go back. We got Kimchi was talking about the car. I just want to see if I missed anybody. Roxanne's here. Daniel Berry Sports, thanks for being here. Mike H is here. Hey, Mike H, good to see you. Tom Bias, Marie J and Greco. My car is Mazda 30. Love it. Those are nice cars. Mazda makes nice cars, I think. There's Tom Bias, Michael McAndrews, Says why? I don't know what that was about. I don't know what you're asking about with why, because I'm behind already, as you can see. Oh yeah, there's the prelude about Kimchi's prelude, whatever. Prelude, the Honda Prelude. Michael McAndrews, we need a way to shrink people who are taller than 5'10". How about just make bigger cars? I don't know. Anyhow, big dogs here. Tom Bias pass, pass. I can't get off my ass. Big dog, I love my Honda Ridgeline. I like those. Those are sharp little trucks. They're expensive as fuck, I think. Aren't they pretty expensive? I remember my ex bought the Honda, not the Ridgeline, but the SUV version of the Ridgeline. What was that called? That big ass SUV. I think this was like, I want to say almost 10 years ago. 8, 9, 10 years ago. Bought it brand new. I think it was like 60 grand back then. It was like, what the fuck? She ended up, and I told her, because she always comes to me and says, what should I do? And I was like, it's a big gas guzzler. You're going to be lucky if you get 14 or 15 miles in the gallon. Because I know she hates gas guzzlers. She hates, she wants mileage. But she bought this big SUV because she thought it'd be fun for the kids. Like they could go on trips and they could do stuff. And it would be big and roomy. And that they could bring their friends and whatever, stuff they have. And which is fine. And then if that's what you're going to do, then fine. But then don't buy it. A, complain about the price, which she did, and B, complain about the gas mileage, because then she bought it, and she's like, this thing gets terrible gas mileage. And I was like, you knew it got terrible gas mileage. It says right on the sticker, for one thing. Plus, I told you. Anyhow, she ended up trading it in, I think, a couple years later for a Prius, because she's been buying Priuses since they first came out, like in 2001 or whatever. She's a Prius gal, and we're kind of a Prius family. Even I bought a Prius last year, and that dealt, but that's a whole other story. But I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, we're talking about the Honda. But yeah. So she bought that big old thing, and I just remember it was really expensive, and it had terrible gas mileage. I don't know about the Ridgelines; they might be a little cheaper. They're probably cheaper, but I don't know what the mileage. But at least you go in, you get a vehicle like that, what you're getting. If you're not buying that for mileage. So anyhow, there's that little tangent. Roxanne Epstein says, I love my 2006 Mustang. She still purrs so nice for me. Had her since day one. I know, I love Mustangs too. I think Mustangs are one of my favorite all-time cars. I love them. I just love, I've driven a few. I've owned some older ones over the years. And then some of the newer ones, especially when the 5.0s and the GTs and stuff, they're really nice. Even the 6-cylinder ones I've driven those. Those have plenty of pickup and get up and go. We don't all have to be speed racers, but they drive nice. They look sexy as hell. I love Mustangs. I love them. Not so crazy about the Fox body ones, but every now and then you see one that someone has and it's all cherried out. I'm like, wow, that looks cool. But that's probably my least favorite era. That little boxy one that they made. It was really tiny and boxy. But other than that little era, I mean, the Mustangs have been sexy and just hot little cars. Mike H, neutral drops. Neutral drops. Is that what it was? I was calling it neutral slams. I think neutral slams are probably more appropriate. But Mike H, yeah, I figured Mike H would know that. It figures. Minus Kevin, Jolie, Trucker Alive. I'm alive, in case you were wondering. Let's see, going on down. Oh, Michael says, why a Tesla? Why? Well, I kind of explained it, because they're bigger. I mean, they're exactly like, and I've test driven one. I've driven one once for about a half an hour. But they're basically just like a Model 3, which I've drove those for almost 2 years. And like I said, I love that vehicle. But the Model Y is bigger. It has a bigger door, for one thing. And it's a little bit higher off the ground, maybe just a few inches, but it's enough where it makes a difference. For me, it's easy for me to get in and out of that vehicle. So that's number one. Number two, the luggage area in the back, because it's more like a hatchback. It's not like a trunk. It just has bigger space. So, and I pick up a lot of people at the airport, and there have been some times where it was an issue getting up all their shit in the Tesla Model 3 trunk, where sometimes we've had to put everything. We load the trunk up, then we load the front seat up, and then there's a little frunk area, and you know. So I'm just saying, with the Model Y, I think you would have, at least for ride share, and if you're doing airport runs or anything like that, and this is Las Vegas, a lot of people, you know, you're doing a lot of airport runs, people coming to hotels, having luggage, so that's why. And unless you were doing a play on words on Y and Y, right? I guess I just now got that. Maybe good. Let's see. The Soulcraft here, TJ and friends. Hey, Soulcraft, good to see you. Thanks for joining us here on the old driver's lounge. Well, I'm not in the driver's lounge today. I'm in the Chevy Bolt, and I'll get out in a little bit here. We'll do a little walk around. Passport. Is that what it was? Passport? No, this is the bigger one. I think the Passport is a smaller one. What was the big Honda SUV? Was it Passport? I don't know. Your tire life on the Mustang, my brother and I drove. Well, because you guys are burning out the tires, I guess. The Soulcraft says, doing those burnouts. Honda Civic CRX was my fave. Got almost 30 gallon back then. Hey, I had a Toyota Echo. Just a little 4-banger. Bought it brand new in I guess 01 or 02. It was the same year my ex bought the Prius. I got the Echo. And she would get about, I guess, 50 miles a gallon on the highway. Or no, she would get, yeah, she would. Well, when I drove the Prius, we would get about 50 miles a gallon. 55 miles a gallon. When she drove the Prius, it was lower because she's a fucking leadfoot. When I drove my Echo, which was just a straight ICE engine, it wasn't hybrid or anything, I would get 30 in town driving, and on the highway, I was getting 45. I was getting almost what a Prius would get. I would get at least 40, 45 miles a gallon on the fucking highway. So I loved that fucking Echo. It was only a $12,000 car, brand new, in 2002, I think it was. I mean, it's not fancy. It doesn't have a lot of, you know, stuff on it, but I love that car. If you need a good commuter car, a good reliable commuter car, and you're just like, I was commuting 60 miles, 120 miles a day, going to work. You know, that was a round trip, 120. And then you're doing stuff around town, picking up the kids, taking the kids to school, and taking them to this and that. That fucking Echo, that was the best money ever spent on a vehicle in my life. 12 grand, and it got 45 miles a gallon on the fucking highway, and it wasn't even a fucking hybrid. So that Echo, in terms of value, that was the best fucking value I ever got out of a vehicle. Kimchi says, Vows have surprisingly massive headroom. I don't know, I mean VWs maybe? My friend is 6'7". I don't know what a Vow is, but maybe it's VW. I don't know what that is. Anyhow, Big Dog says, I got 28 on Econ and highway, only 10 miles with the boat. Yeah, that'll drag you down, man. Kimchi says Volkswagen. The Volkswagen. The Volkswagen, you're 6'7". The friend is 6'7", I see, and he fits in that VW perfectly. Yes, okay, fine, duly noted. Teresa TK is here. Hello, Teresa. Good to see you. Paul Burrows. I had a '65 Impala SS 396. Awesome. I love the Impalas. I've driven some of the newer Impalas, and I mean, just the stock V8 Impala. I wasn't a super sport or anything like that, but I had an emergency come up, a family emergency one time come up, where I was about, I don't know, 20 miles away. Had to go get my kid. I I got there, I swear to God, like 5 minutes, man. I fucking just floored that motherfucker, and I was going over, well, over 100 miles an hour. That motherfucker got up and went. Tom Bias, I had a 20-year-old Buick Roadmaster, a yacht. Oh, yeah. Those old Buicks. I remember my dad bought I think it was a 53 Buick. This is going back, right? Talk about boats and land yachts. But I love that car, too. That was a fun car to drive around. It was just, a whole other era, right? And there was just something about it. It was just sort of like, you could just imagine driving it back when it was new, it was so spacious in there. It was like almost like being in a cathedral. I don't know. But there's Teresa. I see Teresa. Kimchi's here. I'm scrolling on down. Teresa, Kimchi. There's Michael again. Okay, I'm just doing this here. Big Dog, the 2021 Ridgeline, 49 grand. Almost 50 grand. But that's the going rate, I guess. But and that was 2021. See, the one my ex bought, that SUV, was probably 2016 or something. I don't know. God, how long has it been? And I swear to God, I think it was like $60,000. Mike H says, I've never gotten the stickered gas mileage on any vehicle. Yeah, well, those are EPA. They do them under like exact conditions, that the way people don't really drive or whatever. So, yeah. So, yeah, usually it's lower. But on my Echo, I don't remember what the sticker was, the EPA on that was, but I got way better than I thought I was going to get. Like I said, it was in town, steady 30 miles a gallon. On the highway, anywhere from 40 to 45 miles to the gallon. And I don't think the sticker said that. Tom Bias, I got great mileage on the Saturn. Had a Saturn. I remember those. Hey, Paul J. Yo, John. Yo. Yo. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? Michael McAndrews, I didn't want to hurt my brain ever, so I always ignored the gas mileage. I was big on gas mileage, especially when I was commuting 120 miles a day, 60 miles each way. Every freaking day almost. Christina Weibel's here. Hey, Christina, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for dropping on in. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. We're doing things a little different today. I'm out here in the parking lot having some internet issues. But Christina says, hello from Florida. Glad you're okay, John. Well, yeah, thank you. I'm glad you're okay. I'm okay, you're okay. Reminds me of my junior high reading list. Anyhow, alrighty. Christina says, hey, Teresa. It's talking to Teresa. Josh is here. I like my Chevy van and my Toyota RAV4. Those are great vehicles. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Christina, hi, Kimchi. Is Hal okay? I think Hal's okay. Hal's not in California. I'm not in California. We're out in Nevada. We're far away from the fire. If you're talking about the fires, those horrible fucking fires, as far as I know, Hal's in Vegas. Unless he went down. Unless he had to do something. But those fucking fires, fortunately for me, they're like 300 miles away from here. So we're okay on that part. But yeah, those fucking fires look horrible, and people have died, and it's just looks like a raging inferno up in the Hollywood Hills there. I hope if anyone should be concerned, I hope Fancy's okay. I haven't seen Fancy in chat. That's where Fancy lives, right there. Fancy lives real close. So if you guys want to reach out to Fancy and see if she's okay, if you can do that, that would be something to do. And wish her the best, thoughts and prayers or whatever, or anything we can do. Like I said, I don't know what Fancy's situation is, but if Fancy needs any help, that's the person of the people that I can think of in our chat, in our little community here. I know Fancy lives right there, right where those fires are at. That's where Fancy's at. So, and I don't mean this sarcastically or whatever. Thoughts and prayers out to Fancy, and let's hope the best. Let's hope that she's okay. And if there's anyone that can reach out and help her in any way or whatever, or see if she needs help or if she's okay. And if there's anyone else, I mean, I'm sure there's other people in the chat that live closer to the area too. So anyone who's down there being affected, I hope you guys are okay. But like I said, I'm 300 miles away. So, but yeah, if you guys have heard anything from Fancy, if you can reach out to her, then maybe do that. Uh, let's see. Tom Bias, I got choked up watching Carter's funeral. I didn't really watch it. I saw some little clips of it. But yeah, rest in peace, Jimmy Carter. A great man. Not just a really good president, but a great man, a great human being. Christina Weibel, I'm good. Worried about Callie right now. Yeah, like I said, Pilot, Honda Pilot? Yeah, it was a Pilot, Mike H. That was the one. It was a Pilot that she got, yeah. It was nice. It was really nice, but I just thought for the money, I literally think it was 60 grand. Maybe I'm overshooting it. Maybe it wasn't, but and I'm trying to remember what year that was. It was like 2016 or something, I think. I don't know. And it just seemed really, really expensive. And it was nice, but it just seemed kind of cheap. You know what I mean? Like, for paying that kind of money, it was a lot of plastic. Or it just seemed like, even the body seemed like plastic, but I guess it wasn't. But anyhow, Search for You is here. Hey, good to see you. Search for You says, I work with a guy who has the Volt. He loves it. Yeah, I mean, no, I'm looking at it basically from a rideshare perspective. If this is just your vehicle and, you're not doing it for rideshare, it's kind of different. You know what I mean? Like, this is like a thing. I have to work in this thing. I have to drive it for, hours and hours and hours a day and pick up people in it. It's different than if it's just your own car. I think it's a whole different kind of a thing. So I'm looking at it from a rideshare perspective, and where I've got to charge it every day. Now the whole charging network is different. It's not Tesla, even though Chevys are supposedly on the Tesla network now. But I don't believe this has any type of adapter. You have to get an adapter. It's a whole thing. Now I'm gonna have to use Electrify America or EV Go, and those places suck. I haven't tried it yet, but they suck. They're more expensive and they're slow as fuck. So I already know I'm not going to like it. And Robert Perez left me a message somewhere else. I guess the video from this morning. I haven't got back to him. I was going to tell him that, because he said, can you just try a hybrid or something? And I was trying to respond, but the internet was going out, so I don't think it went through. But my response is, hey, that's a great idea. I just might do that. If this doesn't work out, I'll give it a few days or a week or whatever. And if it's not working out, I might go and say, hey, do you guys have any hybrids or something? Because I think I would rather drive a hybrid than this for rideshare. And I'm talking from a rideshare perspective. If it wasn't rideshare, then this might be a great little car. No, although it's not for me, because it's so hard to get in and out of this fucking door for me. If I was 5'10" or shorter, then maybe it would be good. Anyhow, but yeah, my ex-wife, so I have a bunch of exes. She's got a Volt, and she said she loves it. And she does. I think she does DoorDash with it, but she's much smaller. She's a much petite little woman, and she can get in and out of her car, and she's very fit. So she has no problem getting in and out. I'm old and fat and kind of tall. I'm not overly tall, but I'm tall enough where it's really difficult to get out of this fucking door right here. Okay, so there's Jolie. Hello, Jolie. Teresa says, prayers for the California residents. Poor them. Yeah, like I said, if you guys can reach out to Fancy, find out if she's okay, if you've heard anything from her. Because like I said, that's where she lives, right in that area. She might not even have internet right now. If you know what I mean. Butterflies are free. Hey, there, says thank God you're alive. Now, when I said I'm alive, I didn't mean that like in reference to the fire. I did not mean to do that. It's just that when you go live on here, there's an automatic title, and it just says Trucker John is live. And then I could edit that. I could put any title I want. I could have put the today it's the blue. It's blue today. And what, I could have put any fucking title I wanted, but all I did is I just went in front of where it says Trucker John Live, and I just put an A in front of live, just because I thought it would be funny. I didn't even think about like the concern for what's going on in Southern California, in LA. So I probably, that was probably inappropriate of me to do that. I didn't mean, I didn't mean to, you know, suggest that I was in any danger or anything like that. And when there are people down there that are in danger, like I said, at least 5 people have died, a bunch of people injured, homes destroyed to the ground. It's going to look like a war zone once they go through there when the fire's out. It's going to look like a bomb went off. So yeah. Search for You says I'm a Leadfoot. Paul Burrows, I get 50 gallon to the mile. I forget what did you say what you were driving? I forget, but 50 APG is great. That's nothing to sneeze at. Big Dog says, speaking of fancy, has anyone seen? Well, that's what I was wondering about. I am behind in the chat. Paul J, I have a Toyota Sienna, not great on gas, but useful as fuck. Yeah, those are good. Toyota, I think Toyota, anything they make, I think is usually pretty reliable and good. Tom Bias, I'm waiting for a Land Cruiser. Those are nice. There's Butterflies Are Free. Yeah, Teresa saying recipes Jimmy Carter. Kimchi, Paul, my DD has a turbo Civic. Do you mean dad? Does that mean dad? Did you forget A? An A. Good luck catching up to her. Or no, daughter. Okay, daughter. Good guess. I don't know what DD means, but the daughter. I don't know. Anyhow, she has one of those, and she does good with it. Okay, so Michael McAndrews, I had a 6-cylinder Bel Air. It was a great car back in the 70s. Yeah, those are awesome cars, Chevy Bel Air, right? Teresa says, Big Dog, no, now that you mentioned it. Yeah, talking about fancy again. Search for You, I've been watching it, crying all morning. I guess, was that about Carter, I guess, maybe? Big Dog, Obama should have slapped Trump's hand away this morning, but he has way more class than me. Yeah, I didn't even see that, so I guess Trump was shaking Obama's hand. But you got to be, see, that's the thing. I believe in diplomacy. I believe in, acting dignified. If you're a former president or former president or anything like that, I do believe that you should act with some dignity. I don't think you should be slapping people's hands away and shit. Let's see here. I'm just skipping down a little bit. Butterflies Free. My favorite car was a '69 Cougar. Yeah, those were the the Mercury version. Well, not the version of a Mustang, but it was kind of like that, Let's see. SoCraft. We had a Monster Grand Marquis with a 460 in it. Floor it and watch the gas needle plunge right. Yeah, it would just speedometer would go this way and the fuel gauge would go that way. Paul J. Kimchi, my girlfriend's Civic keeps up with my V6 Sienna. Roxanne Epstein, did you hear Elizabeth May's speech to Donald yesterday? It was epic. No, I didn't see that speech. I did not. Big Dog says, my favorite car ever was a 98 Acura Integra. Such an awesome car. My brother, I think he still has it. I think he bought a brand new or almost new, he has an Acura. I think it's an Integra. It's really old. I think he bought it I want to say it was in the 90s, right? And I haven't talked to my brother, unfortunately, in about 8 years, so I don't know what's happened in the last 8 years. But prior to that, he kept that thing, and it was like cherry condition. And he let me drive it a few times. It was cool. I had the, I guess 5-speed, all that kind of stuff. Anyhow, I saw a Geo last week. Josh says a Geo. I used to have a Geo Metro. I had a Geo Metro. I had a Suzuki Swift. I had a Geo Metro. I had all these commuter cars because back in the day, I used to drive 120 miles a day commuting back and forth to work. So I always wanted these little gas guzzlers. I mean, the opposite of a gas guzzler, gas miser. Roxanne Epstein says, I hate YouTube new look on my phone. I haven't really noticed that yet. Teresa says, also, what was What was great? I saw and heard weird Hulk Hogan get booed. Yeah, I saw a little bit of I heard more about that. I say boo those motherfuckers off the stage. They don't deserve any type of praise or whatever. Kimchi says, so just talking about that, watching the gas needle go down. Who knows? Needle went way past it. Marie says, my college car was a 78 Ford Fairmont. It was a tank. I had a 65 Ford Galaxy 500, right? Was that what it was called? Galaxy 500? I believe it was a 65. I bought that used, of course. Was it 65? Yeah, I think it was a 65. I bought that when I went down to college. I was going to college down in Palm Desert, College of the Desert, back in '81. I bought that to take that down there, and I love that. That was my cruiser car, and of course, all my roommates would. Like I said, I had a house, and I had 4 roommates, so there was 5 of us living in this house. I was the only one that had a car. They all came out from Brooklyn. They just flew out. They didn't have cars. So my car was the cruiser car, and we would all fit in that thing. It had plenty of room, and it was a great car. Teresa says, talking about getting booed. Okay. I'm just trying to skip down a little bit. Roxanne, does Hal come on today? Well, today is Thursday. He should be coming on at 4. The thing about that is he comes on at 4 o'clock instead of 3 o'clock Pacific time, because he does family phone time at 3. So yeah, he should be on, as far as I know, unless things have changed, at 4 o'clock Pacific time. And as far as I know, he is in Vegas. He's not in LA, so he should be okay. Michael McAndrews, I had a 260. That was great, 5-speed and fast. Could get killed in the car easily. I don't know what a 260 is. Oh, a 260Z? Like, was it the Nissan? I had I guess it was Nissan. I don't know if it was Datsun or Nissan, but I had I think I had the 280Z. Did I have a 280Z? I bought that used. I love that car too. The thing about it, I bought it used. I got it really cheap because it had been in a wreck, but it seemed, and the right front quarter panel was all fucked up, but the motor was great. I drove it around. The suspension, everything seemed fine. It didn't seem like there was any damage to the frame or anything like that. It just had a fucked up left front quarter panel. So that made it look like shit. The inside was beautiful. The interior was beautiful. Beautiful sound system. I remember I cruised it up from where I lived out, in Palmdale. I cruised up to Lake Tahoe in it. I took these little cruise. This is right after I got divorced, and I was just like in my 280Z, and I was cranking up the stereo, and I went up to Tahoe, and I met a girl up there and had some good time with her, and it was a great car, but it was all banged up. I was thinking maybe I could find a replacement for that fender, and I never did. I think I just ended up selling it for what I paid for it, basically. But it was just drove beautifully. It was quick, fast, smooth. It was. I don't know if you're talking about that's what you're talking about, but yeah, I think it was a 280Z. It might have been a 260Z. It was a Z, one of the Z's. And I loved that car. Yeah. Hey, Janelle Walker's here. Good to see Janelle. Thanks for being there. Teresa says, Hal's on tonight. Yeah, I think it's 4 p.m. So if you're on the East Coast, that would be 7 p.m. for you guys. Marie Jane Greco, I haven't seen Fancy in days. Like I said, I don't know. And I feel bad because I kind of just thought about it as I was bringing it up, that Fancy, that's where Fancy lives. So I hope she's okay. And she's probably okay, but down there, internets might be out and stuff. So let's keep her in our thoughts and prayers. And like I said, if you guys can reach out to her somehow, then just let her know that we're thinking about her. And if she needs any help, whatever, let her know. This whole crap, we had a tornado here last week, and it messed up our old 1800 courthouse. Oh, that sucks. Michael McAndrews, dang, nothing better have happened to Fancy. Kimchi, haven't seen her in a week. Her Blue Sky account is closed. Oh, shit, really? Wow. Now that's weird. Um, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Teresa, sorry to hear. So I'm glad you're okay. If Roxanne says, "Ooh, fancy, you've been in my mind, darling. I haven't heard from her in days." Yeah, now we're all. This is where I'm at here in the chat. When I first brought up Fancy, yeah, everyone's concerned about Fancy. Soulcraft says I saw her in a chat yesterday, but that was pre-fire. Big Dog says, Kimchi, I saw that Fancy's Blue Sky has been missing since Friday. Huh. Kimchi sold. Yeah, the fires have been raging for days. Yeah, it hasn't just been. It didn't just start yesterday or whatever. It's been going on. Yeah. For a while now. Let me skip down a little bit. Mike H. The Ridgeline and Pilot share the same drivetrain. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Search for you. I get it, TJ. Not sure, but that was about talking about Hulk Hogan. Let's see. Josh says, I bet the VW Bus EV would be great for rideshare. Yeah, but those things are so fucking expensive. They look cool, and I've seen some videos on them. And I don't know if it'd be great for rideshare. I'm not sure. At least here in Vegas, there's a lot of tight spots you get into. But it might be okay. They're very expensive, I think, and I'm not sure about if the range is all that great. But it'd be fun to try. Probably be better than this Bolt. Probably. I don't know. Anyhow, let's see. We got Robin M's here. Good to see you, Robin. Hi, hugs, everybody. Big group hug. Thanks for being here. I'm just going on down here. It says, Kimchi, I can barely handle seeing St. Carter without crying. End of an era, a freaking century, and I replay my entire family's lives and weep for the lack of integrity we allowed. Yeah. What a downfall. What, I mean, from Carter to Trump, it's like, it is like that. If you guys watch Randy Rhoads, and there's that one cartoon where it's like the progression of man, like from the apes to like Cro-Magnon or whatever, and into like, the modern man, and then the one right before that, he turns around and he's like, "Go back, we fucked up." It's kind of that cracks me up every time I see that, but it's kind of true. I mean, it's kind of like, I think are we regressing, especially when we have such a fucking dipshit, fucking moron, and corrupt individual as Donald Trump as the president of the United States. Now, some people will say that they've all been corrupt, but we could just see it more with Trump because he doesn't know how to hide it, because he's such a fucking narcissist and such a pathological liar that he can't help but expose what he is. And there are people that would say that, every president, even Carter, is corrupt and, owned by the oligarchs or whatever, that kind of stuff. And it's always been about robber barons and oligarchs since the beginning. And there might be an argument for that. I don't know. Well, not that Carter was, but but anyhow, let's see here. I'm just going on down. It says, as I'm sitting here, I feel like I'm getting congested again. Kella Hella's here. Hey, Kella. Kella, good to see you, Kella Hella. Hello. Hello, love. Good to see you. We got Janelle's in the Bolt. Today we're not in the driver's lounge, we're in the Bolt. Now I'm saying, I was fine until just sitting here. I don't know. So anyhow, what I was thinking about doing is going over to Best Buy or something and getting a better. Right now, I just now put my phone in my little holder thingy. It's what I've been using for a few years now. But I was thinking about getting one that would clip onto the dashboard or something. Excuse me while I blow my nose. Excuse me while I blow my nose. All right, so I was thinking about doing that. Okay, so Chris Doug is here. Hey, Chris Doug, good to see you. Not used to this format, but I'll adjust. Yeah, I did it this since I'm in the car. I just thought I would do this format since I was just sitting here talking like this. I thought I would just do it from this way today. I don't normally, I know as a viewer, I don't really like this format as a viewer. But, like I've seen other people do it, and I don't like it either. But today I thought I would do it. Michael McAndrews, we always know you mean good, John. Thank you, Michael. Let's see. I'm just Josh says it's rough for chat. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I'll keep that in mind next time. If I ever think about, hey, I think I'll do this format. I guess I'll keep that in mind. It's just kind of easier since I'm holding the phone, because usually I have the phone up on a stand or whatever. And I just thought since I'm holding the phone, it's just kind of easier to do it this way. I don't know. But yeah, something for me to think about. So I'm good to get this. Good to get feedback. You guys gave me some good feedback there. Roxanne Epstein says, "What's Fancy's name?" And Blue Sky, I thought it was Fancy, but it didn't come up. What's her handle? I thought it was just Fancy also. So I don't know. Roxanne Armfield is here. Good to see Roxanne Armfield. We have Roxanne Epstein and we have Roxanne Armfield. So here's Roxanne Armfield. Good morning, my friend Janelle, Big Dog, Killer, hello, Robin in. Hello, back at you. Kim Shee says 252 since 56 ain't here. Oh, wow. So I'm 18 minutes behind in the chat, Kimchi. I'm 18 minutes behind. So that's what's going on there. And I do need to see, I haven't really checked out like this vehicle. It looks like a USB port. I should see if I can plug this in because my phone is going to be it's down to 64%. Let me just check real quick. See if I can plug this in. It's way down. The little outlets are way down. Very poorly designed, I think. You just kind of feel for it and see if you can find the hole. I don't know, where is it? I know the old joke. I'm not going to say it. Here I am, 18 minutes behind. Let's see. It's okay. So I got it. I stuck it in the hole. I stuck it in the slot. Let's see if we got power or whatever. Yes, it's charging. All right. Yay. Uh-oh. iPhone and its third-party apps services may use vehicle information such as vehicle location. This thing just popped up on the screen. If you guys want to see it, this just popped up. Vehicle location, you only use CarPlay when it's safe to do so and will not distract your driving. CarPlay is not provided by the vehicle manufacturer. Lovely da. Disable CarPlay. I don't know. Uh-oh, connecting to... Uh-oh. I don't know what I just did. Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? Give me a thumbs up or something. It was the goddamn Apple CarPlay, whatever. Fuck you, Apple CarPlay. Fuck you in the ass, Apple CarPlay. You motherfucker. I'm never going to have Apple CarPlay on ever again. Fuck you. There. I feel better now. I feel much better now. Okay, so the Apple CarPlay came on and it fucked everything up. Roxanne, did you reboot? Because still silent here. MJ Daniel, damn you, Tim Apple. Big Dog, I called it. It was the car. What did I win? You win a yippee, because that's all I got. But thank you guys. I saw you guys' chats. I saw the super stickers and all that. Thank you guys so much for that. I do appreciate you. Now on this phone, it's allowing me to go to fan funding, and I can see Michael. No audio. Thank you so much, Michael. And then Mike H, $1.99. Mike H, $1.99. Mike, and non-useful for $2. Turn up the volume. Thank you guys for those super chats, super stickers. You guys are awesome. Let me go back to all messages. Sorry about that. Okay, so anyhow, here I am in the Chevy Bolt. If you guys were here from the beginning, you've heard my kind of my thoughts on it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. But I'll give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll get used to it. Maybe I'll adjust to it. I'll figure out, how not to ever use the goddamn Apple CarPlay bullshit. Mike H, you're good. Thank you so much, Mike. For some reason, it's not letting me hit the like button on these super stickers, or the heart button. I don't know what that's all about. But anyhow, so I did figure out how to get the charge cord plugged in, so that's good. I don't know if I had audio during that, but I was plugging in the charger. So we got that. Now let me just show you. Let's see here. There's my coffee mug. Here's the inside of the car. I just brought a bag of some of my stuff that I'm gonna put in here. I brought this little thing. I always like to have this. This is not a gimbal, but it is kind of a nice little thing I could put the camera on if I ever want to do that. I got these Clorox wipes. I always keep these in the vehicle because accidents happen. Here's some extra little tissues because I'm always blowing my fucking nose. Here's some wipes. I ran out of this is one time I ran out of these. So then at home I have those canisters of wipes, and I just put them in here in this bag. But I still have some of these left over. Let's see what else. Oh, handy dandy tape. This is always good to have. Some handy dandy tape. What else I got in my little bag here? Oh, little tissue used, of course. Here is one of these thingies in case if I need that. And what else? I guess that's all I got with me today. And then I brought these, just an extra thing, just to wipe down the car if I need to wipe down the car with something. And that's about it. That's that I have of my own little stuff that I just put in. I'm sure. And then here's my little. This is what I put the phone in when I'm driving. And I use this for ride share. And it's worked pretty good. But I was just thinking that for this car, I don't know. I guess this will be okay. Let's see. Yeah, I guess it would still be. I guess this will still work pretty good. I was thinking about maybe going to Best Buy and getting one that would mount, that mounts on here or in the vent, or maybe a lot of drivers do that. But I don't know. This will probably work okay. Let's take a look. I guess if you guys want to take a look at the car, like I said, it's hard for me to get in and out. I really don't. If you're taller than 5'10" or 5'11", I probably wouldn't suggest this car, although I did just now get out of it fairly easy. Maybe I'm just getting more and more used to it. So here's the vehicle. Your trip may be recorded. Same sticker they had on the Ubers for Uber. So there it is. There's my license plate number. I guess you can dox me. Actually, that's from Hertz. So this is the Bolt EV. Here's the little hatchback. I wonder if this is open. Yeah, okay. As in the video that I posted this morning, you can see not really a whole lot. I mean, I guess because it goes up kind of higher, you'd be okay as far as being comparable to the Model 3. It's just the Model 3 is more of like a trunk and it goes in, deeper. So I hope that that's not going to be an issue when I'm doing airport runs. My only issue really is, well, the thing about getting in and out of the car, that's difficult. But maybe as I did kind of readjust my seat and everything. And so maybe as I drive it more, get more familiar with it, it will be okay. But I think it's kind of a sharp looking little car. I don't think they're ugly. I think everyone who says like these cars are ugly, they think every car should look like a Ferrari or something. I don't know. I mean, there are different cars. I like all kinds of cars. Like I like Ferraris and Lamborghinis, but I also like Mustangs and Corvettes and Ford Galaxy 500s, for Christ's sake. I love all those cars. I like, I love my Toyota Echo. Now, granted, I loved it because it was a good, reliable car that got 45 miles a gallon on the highway. But, hey, look at that. Time to go poop? Okay. Hi there. I don't mean to disturb you. I'm sorry. You can go do your thing. But anyway, I think they're kind of sharp looking little car. I like this one. It's silver, kind of a light silver color. I like that color. But it's a 4-door. I haven't opened this frunk or whatever. I haven't even opened it. So maybe I'll see if I can figure that out, and we can do that. Here's from the front angle here. So the main thing, the main drawbacks I see, of course, is me getting in and out of the car, and then the charging network, and how that's going to be, how much more expensive it's going to be, and how much more inconvenient it's going to be, in terms of finding places to charge, and in terms of, how long it takes to charge. I remember I had that issue when I rented the Polestar 2, I guess it was, right? And if you guys want, you guys can go back, look at my videos, and you'll see I did a whole series of kind of reviews on that Polestar, and I did not like the Polestar. And the main thing I didn't like about it was the charging network, and how much more expensive it was, and how much longer it took to charge than a Tesla. Teslas are in and out, you're quick. You can get a 20%, go from 20% to 80% in about 15 or 20 minutes. And depending on where you go and what time of day, it could cost anywhere from $8 or $9 up to, $16 or $17, depending on, because they do have different rates at different times of day and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I know that's probably loud and annoying. I was just trying to figure out. Oh yeah, here's a little latch for the frunk. I haven't opened the frunk yet. Let me see what's in here. Is there another latch to grab a hold of? Come on. Hopefully we're back. It looks like it got disconnected. I did the latch from inside. I don't know why there has to be another latch. Let me try the latch again. Okay, so I don't know why now there's got to be another thing that I'm supposed to grab. Okay, I'm trying to see if there's something else I'm supposed to do. This is ridiculous. Really super ridiculous. I don't see any other levers. If there's a lever down there, then fuck it. I'm not going to do that. That's ridiculous. That's stupid. This thing should just fucking, you know, it should just open. That's stupid. Come on, Chevy, get your shit together, man. Anyhow, so this is the charging port. And it has that type of connector, whatever the fuck that's called. So that's that. Like I said, we'll see how the charging goes. I haven't charged it yet. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, getting in, it's a little bit difficult. But I made it. So that's the Chevy Bolt. I'll give it a try. Like Robert Perez said, maybe I can try a hybrid. I don't know if they have hybrids or not, but I might inquire. Because see, it's not like just going to a regular Hertz office. When you're renting through these rideshare programs, they have specifically offices that are set up just for that. Like whether it's Uber, they have a separate complete office, even though it's all Hertz. But Uber has 2 different offices here in Vegas, and those deal with the Ubers. That means the cars are all pre-approved. They're all in their system. There's a whole thing that Uber has to make sure, and Lyft, and any rideshare, I suppose, has to make sure that the cars are registered, they're insured, and that's all up to date. It's not expired, and that the cars are the right years. They're not banged up. They're in good running condition. So Uber and Lyft, they have specific offices that are just for their rideshare division, I guess, or whatever, the program. So it's not like I can't just go to any old Hertz and go, hey, I'm going to rent that car, and then try to register that with Uber or rideshare. It doesn't, Uber or Lyft. It doesn't work that way. You have to go through their specific office, that is set up with the rideshare company. That's the way it was with Uber, and that's the way it is with Lyft. So when I went to Lyft, and if you saw the video this morning, that's where I picked up this car. That was the Lyft. It's Hertz. It's through the Hertz company, but that is the Lyft office, I guess you'd say. So those cars on that lot, that's what they have. And they didn't have that many. I mean, probably 30 cars, maybe. I don't even know. And at the time, I wasn't really looking to see if they had hybrids or not. I was looking for this car. They gave me the keys, and it had a license plate number. The first one they gave me, even though it was a key fob thing, and it had the license plate, that car wasn't. So I was walking around looking for that car. It wasn't there. And then finally, they gave me a different key fob, and then I found this one. But so just that there's confusion, because people said, why don't you just do this? Why don't you just do that? Well, when you go through a rideshare company and you're going to use and you're going to rent a car through them, they're set up with Hertz. And then it's different parts of the country. They might be set up with Avis. They might be set up with some other companies. But here in Vegas, it seems to be just Hertz that they're lined up with. So you have to go through their office and then rent the cars that they have. They're all pre-approved and pre-checked and ready to go. So then when they log it into the system with either Uber or, in this case, Lyft, it's already in the system and ready to go. I can't just go and rent any old car from any old rent a car out place. That I can't do that. If you're going to rent, it has to be through their approved system. The only other thing I could do is buy a car and have and own my own car, and then I would go through a process where I give them my copy of my registration, my insurance, and then at least with Uber, when I had the Prius last year, I had to go to an, an Uber inspection. They have an actual place where you go. They inspect the vehicle. They go through a little checkoff list where they check your blinkers and your lights, and your tail lights, your brake lights. They make sure the windows work, and they go up and down. The doors open. There's no big dents. All that kind of shit. They have a little checklist. Those seat belts work, and then you pass the inspection, and then so you're good to go there. So if you've turned in your registration, your insurance, your driver's license, and all that stuff, and you get the car inspected and it passes, then you can use your own personal vehicle. So that's really all there is. You could either use your personal vehicle, or if you're going to go through a rental program, it has to be through the app, through the Lyft app or through the Uber app, and then they will direct you where to go. And then they take, and it's been Hertz here, and they have cars that are specifically already in the system, already approved. That's how it works. In case anyone is saying, why don't you just get this car? Why don't you just get that car? Well, it's kind of dependent on what they have available. And I did request an EV. No, I didn't. I just assumed that Lyft had Ubers. I mean, they had Teslas. They didn't have Ubers. That'd be silly. I just assumed that they had Model 3s. I just thought, why not? If Uber does it, why wouldn't Lyft do it? When I picked up the car, I asked her, "Do you have any Model 3s?" She said, "No, we don't. Only Uber does that." And she goes, "We just have the Bolts." And she goes, "We can't even get the Polestar." And I told her, well, I don't like the Polestar really, and because I've tried it, I hate that car. And I told her I was driving the Tesla for almost 2 years, and I love that car. I absolutely love it. And then she told me that Lyft said they were going to get them, like, way back, I guess, when even Hertz started doing it. She said Lyft was supposed to get Teslas, and they just never did for whatever reason. I don't know why. But she just said they kept saying they were going to do it, and they never did do it. And all they've gotten are these bolts, and I don't know if they have, they don't have, apparently not Polestar too, because she said they don't have those. Which I'm glad, because I don't like them. But I am going to start, if I can reach out to Lyft in any way, through their customer service or through their contact page, I'm going to start just writing them little notes saying, hey, I wish you guys would get Tesla. And I know you guys hate Tesla. I know you hate him. You hate Musk. I hate Musk. But God damn it, this is my fucking livelihood. This is my business. And I really do feel like I'm not going to be making nearly as much money using this car. And the costs are going to be more, probably more when it comes down to it. So I'm going to be making a lot less money in this fucking car than if I had a Tesla. But that's going by Uber, the way Uber pays. I think Uber pays better too, because over there they have like an EV incentive where you can get all these kind of bonuses, and you're also eligible to get premium rides and comfort rides, and those all pay more. And believe me, it makes a big difference. Because last year, like I said, I did the Prius. I had a Prius. I ran that for a couple of weeks, and I noticed that my average hourly rate that I make went way down. From driving the Tesla, I was averaging between $30 and $35 an hour. When I was driving the Prius, which wasn't eligible for premium and comfort, and there really was no EV incentives because it's a hybrid, I was only averaging about $22 an hour. So I lost at least probably $10 an hour. And you're paying at least as much. The rental's cheaper, but then you're paying more in gas. So it's a big difference. Now, and here with Lyft, I've noticed there really isn't the incentives and the bonuses. They do have bonuses where if you do 80 rides in a week, and they give you a certain little bonus if you do, and it goes up to like 120 rides, and each one, I think it's like 80, 90, 100. There's different levels, and they throw in a little bit, but it doesn't look like it's nearly like what Uber pays. So I have a feeling I'll be making a lot less money here, and hopefully you guys can hear me still. I haven't been looking, but there's going to be a drop off in pay, and my expenses are going to be the same, if not more. So, but I'll try it. I'll see how it works out. We'll give it a week or two. Maybe by then, I'm having issues with. I still have the issue with Uber. They keep saying to resubmit my driver's license, and they'll recheck the driver record. They keep doing that, and for some reason it's not clearing. Even though I've gone to the DMV, I got my license upgraded back to a CDL because I let the CDL drop. It went from a A to a C, and that's what caused the problem, because then Uber did a check, and it said that my Class A was inactive, but my driver's license was still good. I could still use that license to drive a regular passenger vehicle. But anyhow, I went back to DMV to clear that up. I went ahead and reactivated my Class A, so I'm back to a Class A. My driver record is good, it's perfect, it's all good, but for some reason, they're not seeing the updated version. Lyft saw it, because I went through the Lyft screening process, and they ran everything and said everything's fine. So that's why I'm not driving with Uber right now. I'm doing Lyft. So we'll try Lyft. We'll see it. Maybe in the meantime, I can get the thing straightened out with Uber and go back to Uber and be back into my beloved Model 3. And I know you guys hate him. You hate him. When I say him, I'm talking about Musk. But hey, man, this is business. This is my business. And I feel like at this point, those are all those Model 3s that they have been bought and paid for, and they're a couple years old, and I'm giving money to Hertz. I feel like I'm not giving money to Musk at this point. So anyhow, so there's that. So what have you guys been talking about? I've been yapping my mouth, and I haven't really seen what you guys were. I'm going to scroll back up a little bit. Let's see. Roxanne says, stupid Chevy looks all squinty. I know. I like the front end. I like the front end look. I think it looks kind of cool. Michael says, second latch is for safety, got to have it in Houston. Well, I don't know where the second latch is. I guess maybe there's an owner's manual in here. Let's see. Yeah, there is actually. Registration. So yeah, I got the Bolt owner's manual. So I'm gonna have to maybe read that and find out how to open the fucking frunk or something. No, at least I got an owner's manual. Sometimes you get rentals, they don't have shit in them. Let's see. We got Roxanne. Appreciate the time you have left. I know it sucks, but holding their hands or sharing mealtime. I don't know. That's mid-thread. Something there. That's a mid-thread conversation if I ever heard one. Paul Striker, man, you can't make a new car to QWERTY. No one would buy one. I don't know what that means. Typing QWERTY thing. Tom Bias, Suzanne, even Dante wrote the Paradiso after Inferno and Purgatorio. Dante's Inferno. Roseanne, I wasn't expecting any Dante references today, but that's just where you guys are. The amazing chat. We're going to pull some Dante out. Roxanne Arfield says, or Epstein says, Inferno was one of the best books I've ever read. Most poignant vision of hell. Fascinating. And really, it's what we base, I think, of so much of our visions of hell based on fucking Dante's Inferno. More than the Bible or anything, right? Roxanne Epstein, I'll take that love, even thou. I think you meant the other. Okay, whatever. I'm kind of mid-thread, so on the Dante thing. Soulcraft, my state is threatening to not renew my license if I don't get eyeglasses. Well, go get some eyeglasses. Mine is Kevin. I meant both of you. Roxanne. Okay, you guys are talking about literal. I'm mid thread, and it's about literature, which nothing wrong with that. But I'm just going to skip down a little bit. The Soulcraft says, "Yeah, take an Uber to get your Lyft car." Actually, I took Lyft to get my Lyft car yesterday. I did use Lyft because I checked. I have both apps. I have the for passenger for riding, the rider apps, and I checked both prices, and Lyft was cheaper by about $2. So I took the Lyft. Because I was going to go with the cheapest. If Uber was cheaper, I would have taken the Uber to the Lyft office. To be quite frank. But Lyft was about $2 cheaper, so I said, "Okay, Lyft, you win my business." Um, let's see. Let me skip on down a little bit here. Something about getting your minds blown. Get something blown. Roxanne, yes, audio good. Okay. You guys said I'm good. Um, about 6 minutes to noon when Kimchi has to go over to Randy Rhodes. Maybe we'll end it at noon. At straight up noon, we'll end this. Maria Miller McDermott, TJ is alive. Thank you, Maria, for being here. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us here from the Chevy Bolt driver's seat. Yeah, we're in the driver's seat today. In case you didn't notice, here we are. I'm not driving, by the way. I'm just sitting in the parking lot. For all of those, there was some concern earlier if I was driving. I am not. I would not. Mr. Spot got a credit. There's Mindy Nitrous. TJ, how are you? I'm doing fine. How are you? Thanks for being here, by the way. There's minus Kevin. MJ Daniel, there used to be a place called Dante's by the U of Washington. All the students hung out at. Really good food. They closed a few years ago. That sucks. If it was really good food and a good hangout. Probably COVID, right? Probably killed it. Mindy Nitrous says, I had issue last night on Hal's chat. Couldn't see my text. Can you see me? I can see you. I can see you. I can see you. I can see you. Anyhow, Soulcraft, I ride motorcycle most days, and getting the glasses under helmet sucks. Well, just get the glasses. Get that on your fucking license. And then when you're riding, don't wear the glasses, and then if you get pulled over, put the glasses on real quick. I don't know. You know what I mean? You gotta work the system. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. All right, yeah. We see you, Mindy. MJ, before COVID, I think maybe the owners retired. Oh, it was before COVID. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess they retired and couldn't hand it down or whatever for some other reason or for some reason. Roxanne, glasses on her helmet sucks. It does sucks. Like I said, just get them so you can get your fucking license, and then Mindy Nitrous, what glasses are those? These monstrosities. These are what I call old people glasses because these are my glasses. These are prescription glasses right here that I wear. And then I bought these. Actually, I bought these a few years ago. I bought 2 pairs of these. They're like $50 a piece. I bought these. I think it's Sam's Club. Yeah, I think it was Sam's Club. I call them my old people glasses because this is like what old people wear. They're really huge and big. They're made so that they can just slip on right over whatever glasses that you're wearing. If you wear prescriptions, and they work good. They work pretty well. I think they look a little funky, but I'm an old fuck, so what the fuck do I care? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I know you know what I mean. Roxanne, they have contacts. I used to be able to wear them. Now I can't do it. I've never tried contacts. I don't even want to mess with contacts. But I guess this is another thing. I guess it would be something that I would get used to after a while if I was wearing them. I would, you get used to how to put them in, how to take them out. I just don't want to deal with it. Anyhow, Tom Bias, this would be a nightmare if TJ was driving now. I am not driving. By the way, not driving. Here I am, parked. I'm stationary. Here's the parking lot of my beautiful apartment complex. Beautiful. Listen, this is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. But it does look like a really nice day. It's a little breezy, but it's not too bad. But I am just parked. Roxanne Epstein, those are cool to fit over the glasses better than tinted prescription. Yeah, I know. I was going to get some of those. What do they call them? They have a name for them. I was going to try those. But yeah, I bought these before I even had prescription because I was wearing reading glasses a lot before I got my prescription glasses. And I've actually had these longer than I've had these. I've had these for almost 2 years, and I need to go in and probably update my prescription because I can tell my eyes are getting a little bit weaker already just from 2 years ago. So I need to upgrade. I need to update that prescription. But I actually bought these before I got those. I was wearing these back when I was truck driving. But I wasn't wearing my reading glasses. That's weird. Yeah, I wasn't really wearing the reading glasses when I was driving because that wouldn't work. But I remember I bought these because I think I had some bifocal. I think I had some bifocal readers. I was trying to, and I tried them, but it was kind of weird. It didn't work out right. But I did buy these, and so it kind of worked out. Mini Nitrous says was watching McDump and first call girl Melania at Carter's funeral. Goddamn it, he has no shame. He has no shame, I guess, after all the trash talking he does. Yeah, I don't like him. I don't. Boy, as soon as I said that, I was like, "That's an understatement of the year," I guess. Michael McAndrews, he is going. I don't even think I'm going that fast, Michael. Mad Mac, my showy helmet has grooves for eyeglasses to fit. Oh, that's cool. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for putting up with the thing we tried earlier. I was having internet issues. Hopefully, it's been cleared up. I haven't been in the house now for almost a couple hours, I guess, or an hour and a half. So hopefully they've got the internet issue settled. Either way, I guess we'll do a show. We'll do a House Sparks pre-show hangout. Either it'll be from the driver's lounge or it'll be from the driver's seat. Either one. And it'll be at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So hopefully you guys come back. We can hang out some more. Talk about glasses and Trump and EVs and whatever. Our favorite cars. All that good stuff. I'm going to tinker around out here. I might figure out how to open the frunk. I got my owner's manual and all that good stuff. So, all right, guys, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much all for the fan funding. You guys were trying to get my attention again. Fucking Apple CarPlay, I hate you. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Apple CarPlay. Hey, and I'll see you guys in roughly 3 hours from now. Big Dog's here. All right. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, all of you. You guys are awesome. Best chat in the world. Jackie was lurking. Hey, Jackie. Hello, Jackie. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in and saying hi at the last second. Good to see you. I guess that's it. No real outro here because I'm doing this differently today. But let's see. I'll just do it live. I'll do it live. It's time. I don't even know the words, and I wrote the damn thing. It's time to say goodbye. I need to get the words in case if I do need to do it live. But don't be sad. No, don't be sad. Time to say goodbye. But I'll see you in about 3 hours from now. So don't you frown. No, don't you cry. We'll be back in a little bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Burp. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. See you in a bit. Take care of yourselves. take care of somebody else, or however else says. However George Carlin said it, I don't know. All right, guys. From the driver's seat, I'm out. I'll see you in 3 hours from now. I'm trying to figure out where I hit the off button. And I guess it's this little X thing. There's a little X up here in the upper left-hand corner. All right, bye-bye. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Bye-bye.